Yoga Plus. Download now for free.
Hi, I'm Yiana, and I'm so excited to share with you today the YogaTrapeze. So we'll be going through a simple flow, working on shoulder strengthening, some back bends, and some inversions that you might feel a little more comfortable doing with the YogaTrapeze supporting you. And I will also be showing you how to set up your YogaTrapeze stand so that you can take your trapeze anywhere you go. So my first reaction when using the trapeze was, oh my gosh, this feels so good. It feels really good to kind of just play on it and stretch, and you can get deep into some of the muscle groups, like really deep into your shoulders, really deep into your hip flexors, as well as into some back bends. It can help you deepen some of your poses, or if you're just starting to work on it, it can make you feel like you're a little more supported when you're lifted in the trapeze. The YogaTrapeze is also a great way to work on all of your inversions and upside down poses, whether you are super comfortable with it and you just want to maybe play with some different leg movements and leg positions, or whether you've never been upside down. This can be a great tool and a great support to make you feel a little more comfortable and like you won't fall over into the wrong way. So this can really help you build your confidence in inversions, as well as building some shoulder strength and helping with balance as well. So for today's flow, we're going to start with a few simple shoulder stretches to kind of get them ready for the rest of our flow. So grab both sides of your trapeze wide enough to where your arms can be fully straightened out. As you lean your body forward, kind of getting some good rotation, you can lean to the right, lean to the left, kind of feel whatever spot needs some extra attention or love. Find what feels good and feel free to stay there for a minute. Take a step back, do a simple back bend, rotate the shoulders completely behind you, rock back and forth a little bit to get some nice mobility in the shoulders. And whenever you feel that your shoulders are warmed up, you're going to grab the trapeze a little closer together and drape it behind you. And you're going to come into an inverted table position with your legs straight as you start to lift up into some inverted table pull-ups. This is great for strengthening the triceps, as well as getting some good shoulder rotation and mobility in those areas as well. And we'll do a few of these. Now we're going to set the trapeze to the side and go ahead and come onto your mat to hands and knees, where we will start with some cat-cows to warm up the spine as we go into some back bends. Just take a few cat-cows. If you want to add any extra organic movement, maybe some circles or swaying to the side, feel free to do so. After your last cat-cow, go ahead and lift your left leg into the trapeze behind you so the top of your foot is laying comfortably on the inside. As we come down onto our forearms, we'll do a few stretches, leaning back and forth to get deep into your hip flexors, warming up the hips. Feel free to also come onto your hands, stay on your forearms, whatever feels good for you. And when you are done with one side, go on to your right leg as you lift the leg and put it into the trapeze, laying your foot comfortably, getting deep into your hip flexors as you lean back and forth. Come back to hands and knees and stand up as you walk to the back of your mat and position your trapeze in front of you. Put the trapeze on your lower abdomen where it's comfortable, kind of under the belly, not too far onto the hips. Just find a position for it where it can sit for a while and still feel really comfortable as we get into some assisted standing splits. And this is a great way also to practice standing splits with your hands behind your calf or with no hands, and still feeling stable if you're working on your balance for this posture. When you finish with the first side, go ahead and do the same for your other side, whether you want your palms on the ground or if you want to bring your hands behind your calf to practice going a little deeper and to work on your balance. When you're finished with the other side, go ahead and release the split and slowly remove the trapeze from this position. Going to come down onto your mat into a plank position as you lift your feet up into the trapeze to work on some gentle back bending and your cobra pose. Position your hands underneath your shoulders as you lift your feet into the hammock. Slowly use the push of your hands onto the earth or onto your mat to lift your upper body up. Feel free to gaze at the sky or the ceiling to get some nice stretching in the neck. And you can do this a few times, whatever feels comfortable, whatever your body is telling you it needs. Slowly lift your body up to straighten your arms into a true plank position, and we will work on a few plank crunches to activate your core and your abdominal muscles. Use the strength of your abs and of your legs to pull your knees into your abdomen as you crunch, and we'll do this for a few times and really strengthen your core and your abdominal muscles and use that engagement. Slowly lower down onto your forearms in the same position, bringing your head in between your forearms and in line with your spine as you tuck your knees into your chest, and we will work on some dolphin tucks and just getting comfortable with the dolphin position and building some strength in the shoulders. And using the trapeze is a great way to kind of play around with leg positions and make yourself more comfortable being in this pose upside down. With the support of the trapeze, you can feel a lot more stable as you work on the shoulder strength or different positioning of the legs and building the core muscle as well that it takes to hold these inversions. Slowly lower both of your legs down safely as you come onto hands and knees And we will finish off with a bound angle pose, as well as some practice with dancer and wheel. So sit into the trapeze as if it were a swing. Use the handles on the side to flip over, bringing the base of the trapeze around your outer thighs. Kind of pull your calves behind the rest of the trapeze to where you feel stable and comfortable and supported. And once you're comfortable, it can take a few tries. We'll go ahead and get into our inverted bound angle position. Bending at the knees and bringing the soles of the feet together. You can play with putting your hands on the ground or go ahead and bring them into Anjali Mudra, prayer position at your heart center. This can be a really grounding pose if you want to just stay here for a while, or if you want to bring your palms onto your mat and get another shoulder stretch. And feel free to use your palms to press against your knees if you want to make this a more active pose and get deeper into the hips to help with some hip opening. Slowly release the back of your legs from the top of the trapeze as you come back into that swing position. And stretch out both legs to the sky. And we will work on our dancer pose. So go ahead and bend your right leg, bringing it behind you, and if it is accessible to you, you can use your hands to reach for and get a nice back bending stretch. And just hold that for a few breaths. And when you're ready to come out of that, release that foot up to the sky and grab a hold of your left foot as you use the strength of your shoulders to go deeper into your back bend. When you feel like you're balanced on both sides, go ahead and grab both feet as we work to deepen our Urdhva Dhanurasana, or our full wheel pose. You can hold this for a few breaths. When you're ready to come out of that, release the legs and use the handles or the side of the trapeze to lift yourself out, back into the seated swing position. And when you're finished with that and you come out of the trapeze, be sure to take a child's pose or your Shavasana. It can be a little intense to be inverted for so long, so be sure to rest and keep your eyes open until you get the blood flowing again. I really hope you have enjoyed this practice and hope to see you again soon. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this yoga trapeze flow today. And thank you so much to Yoga Body. We're super excited to be working with you. And if you are ready to order your yoga trapeze, you can have a 30-day trial for just $1. And we also have a coupon code in the description box for you to use. See you soon, and namaste.
This is day 1 of my 30-day yoga challenge. We're going to progress through some intermediate and advanced postures and just address overall wellness and stress reduction. proud of yourself.
Introducing Yoga Plus, offering a free series every month with over 300 different videos. Take control of your health. Work out anytime, anywhere. Yoga Plus. Download now for free.